What's good, YouTube? It's Zeke the Freak bringing you another episode of Doubles Domination. First of all, I just want to say thanks to everyone who's been watching the series so far. If you're enjoying Doubles Domination and if you enjoyed today's video, please do me a favor and smash that like button for me. That being said, we have a battle today against Pam G. Oh, Pam. Pam. Okay, so many of you probably can already tell what Pam G tried to do in this video. Just by looking at this team, we have Shedinja, we have Audino, we have Carbink, we have Amoonguss. If anyone doesn't see what's happening here, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to start the video. I brought Ludicolo and Politoed, I brought Thundurus, and I brought Mega Salamence. Now, this was probably the most annoying battle I've had in a really long time. I debated if I even wanted to put this video up because I wanted to spare you guys at first, just seeing this ridiculously annoying battle. But then I realized it's going to be really sped up, thanks to it being uploaded post-battle. You don't have to wait through the battle times and stuff. But anyway, okay, so Pam here leads with Carbink and Amoonguss, and if any of you watch Alex Agloza's videos, which you definitely should because he's a lot better at this than I am, but if you watch his videos, you'll see that I think yesterday or 2 days ago now, I think it was on Monday, he had a battle against Pam G, who was using a different team than he or she is in this video. Turn 1, he's going to protect and Rage Powder. Not really sure why you would protect and Rage Powder. Oh wait, just kidding, we're already on turn 3. Anyway, like I said, the animations are going by very quickly because we're skipping battle time. So, basically, what I'm trying to do here is get this Carbink out of the way, because having seen the Audino, I'm catching on to this guy trying to use a very gimmicky strategy. And I want that Carbink gone because it's going to be a problem for me later if I don't get rid of it now. But he's playing pretty intelligently, so far at least, and he's not letting me take out the Carbink. He goes for a Spore on Politoed and puts Politoed to sleep, which in that moment I didn't mind too much because I'm just trying to get damage off here, like I said. Having seen the Protect, I decided to go after the Amoonguss instead. Amoonguss is going to heal up a little bit here. He's going to switch the Amoonguss out, which I thought was just for the Regenerator boost, but I should have known better. We're going to see Audino come in as the Carbink goes for a skill swap. So now Audino has, Audino has the ability Sturdy, and Carbink attained the ability Regenerator, I believe. We don't know for sure what ability the Audino had because it just switched in. In any case, Carbink is gone, but not before I could stop it from passing Sturdy off. I really wish that Scald had been enough to get the KO there because it would have saved me a lot of trouble. We're going to see Amoonguss come in only to come back out just to get a second Regenerator boost and recover even more health. I switched out here because I wanted to put a little more pressure on, and I was hoping I could get Thundurus out and taunt the Audino before it could do that. It's going to use Entrainment, which is basically the same thing as Skill Swap. So now the Shedinja has Sturdy. I was hoping I could stop that in time. I did not. He's going to take the hit there, and now we're dealing with a Sturdy Shedinja. So if you don't know, Shedinja has 1 HP due to its special ability Wonder Guard, which basically means nothing hits it unless it's super effective. If it's super effective on Shedinja, which being a bug ghost type, it has a pretty good amount of weaknesses, so it's not completely broken normally. But if you pass the Sturdy ability to something like a Shedinja, it becomes unkillable outside of taking weather damage or toxic damage, basically. There might be a couple other ways to beat it, but basically I now have literally no way of knocking that Shedinja out. So now it becomes about timer stalling and trying to stall out the battle and trying not to die to toxic before the battle ends. Now, these battles usually last about half an hour, which is why strategies like this tend to be hit or miss, and sometimes they work in a 30-minute setting, because if you were to try a team out like this in like a VGC tournament where the battles are set to 15 minutes, it would never work. Well, I shouldn't say it would never work, but it's almost never going to work because you don't have enough time. You can't timer stall somebody in 15 minutes. It's just not going to happen. not at least stop 4 Pokemon. Anyway, I need to keep Thundurus alive here, and I need to stop Ludicolo from dying right away, because it was still pretty early in the battle when this happened. As soon as I saw the Sturdy get passed off onto Shedinja, I went into full timer stall mode. I had to wait a full 60 seconds before clicking any moves, because I didn't want to drag the battle on any more than we needed to. The fewer amount of turns, the better my odds are at winning, because, like I said, Shedinja only has 1 HP, so I only need 2 HP in theory to win this battle. That can be left on 1 Pokemon, obviously. If I have 2, then it shouldn't really matter. But as long as I have 1 Pokemon with at least 2 HP remaining, I win. So now it's all about trying to stay alive. He's got the Amoonguss providing really good support here for Shedinja. It has the potential to put things to sleep. It's hard to kill. It can Rage Powder to take taunts. It can protect if it sees a taunt incoming. So I'm just cycling around what I have left and trying not to lose anybody yet. He's gonna go for a Giga Drain to take the Politoed out. I had to lose Politoed because I was Choice Scarfed, and there wasn't much that Politoed could do to the Amoonguss, and it can't touch the Shedinja now that it's sturdy. So I was really just trying to get damage off on the Amoonguss, because I know once I take the Amoonguss out, I can focus on just shutting down Shedinja and playing around, trying to avoid Toxic and trying to recover health. Like I said, I have Salamence in the back. I should mention that my Mega Salamence has Roost, if you haven't already seen it. That's going to be the key to me trying to win this match here, because if I didn't have any way of recovering, he could just Toxic and wait me out. Shadow Ball not doing much there. I kind of wonder why my opponent doesn't have some sort of like boosting move. You know, if he were running like Swords Dance and like Shadow Claw maybe, or some kind of physical move, then in theory he could just set up on me and then do a lot more damage than having to rely on Toxic. But in any case, he's going to start Toxic stalling things like you've already seen. Thundurus is poisoned, Ludicolo is poisoned. Salamence is in the back fully rested, as Ludicolo is going to go down here. So now it's all on Thundurus and Salamence to pull this through. This is where the mind games really started, because the Amoonguss has, I believe, Protect, Spore, Giga Drain, and Rage Powder. The Shedinja has Shadow Ball, Protect, Toxic, and I'm not sure if we ever saw its 4th move. If you did see it, forgive me, because I don't remember what it is, or maybe we'll be reminded in a minute. Anyway, Salamence is going to come out here. I have to Mega and Protect here. That's really the only way that I can pull through this one, because I don't want to get Toxic. Or actually, I think I might have taunted the Shedinja here and gone for the Double Edge. Is that what I did? No, I Protect here. I think I anticipated maybe a Protect from one of them. Okay, we see the Amoonguss Protect, and I didn't want to Double Edge into it for nothing. So I ended up taunting. I tried to taunt the Amoonguss there to avoid being put to sleep, potentially. Although, now that I think about it, he wasn't going to put me to sleep. He'd much rather have me poisoned as early as possible. So I'm not sure why I did that. Anyway, I go for the taunt on Shedinja, so now he can't Toxic me for at least like 3 turns. The Double Edge is going to be enough to one-hit KO the Amoonguss. That should be a pretty solid one-hit KO. If not 100% of the time, then pretty darn close to it. Thankfully, I taunted, anticipating the Toxic there, and Thundurus is taking big damage from Toxic himself. So this is going to be his last turn. This is kind of just Thundurus' last-ditch effort to help Salamence out here. I went for a Thunder Wave, hoping that he didn't have some kind of Lumberry or something that was going to prevent that from working there. Maybe he's like Focus Sash. We never really saw his item, I don't think. And already you can see the Thunder Wave coming in clutch for me as Thundurus goes down here. And what's his name? Shedinja is unable to attack here. So Thundurus kind of throwing a deep ball to Salamence there with Thunder Wave, hoping that somewhere later down the line that Thunder Wave is going to come back and help Salamence win this game at the right times. Taunt wears off here, and now I can't stop him from going for Toxic, so I just had to go for the Protect there and anticipate a Toxic. He was paralyzed and couldn't move, but I'm sure he clicked Toxic on that turn, because he has to get the Toxic as soon as possible. Here I just start alternating Roost and Toxic, because like I said, I can't attack where I could use Double Edge, but that'd be a waste of a turn because he wouldn't take any damage from it. So I'd literally just be wasting a turn. And I'm just going to protect here. Basically, you're just going to see me start having to protect and roost and kind of alternate there. I protect to avoid Shadow Balls, obviously, because I don't want to take any damage, but the Toxic is going to start taking exponentially more every turn. So no matter how much I roost and protect, that Toxic is chipping away and chipping away at my health. I did have some extra bulk on the Salamence. Now, forgive me because I don't know all the mechanics of Toxic, so I'm not sure if it works on a percentage basis or on an HP basis. That being said, I don't know if the extra HP helped me potentially survive, but it definitely reduced, it definitely helped with taking damage. So that alone might have saved me. Here he gets the special defense drop, as if the odds weren't already stacked against me. Now he's dropping my special defense. I have to roost here. I might have been better off going for protect there, and then going for a roost in the following turn. But I went for a roost because I figured at this point I'd start taking too much damage from Toxic, where a protect would just be a waste, and then a roost and Shadow Ball combined might not be enough. So here, it's really, like, the Toxic, like I said, is taking its toll, and it really comes down to if the Shadow Ball is going to be enough to KO here, because there's only one turn after this one. He gets a double special defense drop, though, so now, if he gets another Shadow Ball off, regardless of whether I roost or not, he wins. So I roost and I hope for the best. Hopefully nothing bad happens here. I'm praying for the Parahax, hoping something happens. Boom, there it is. He can't move. Now it's just a roll to see if I, well, not a roll I guess, but to see if I survive the Toxic, and I do. The timer runs out. I beat Pam, despite having to sit through a 30-minute battle, which nobody should ever have to do. I'm able to pull out the win there. I'd be so annoyed if I didn't pull out the win, because that's just, I mean, it's just kind of a ridiculous gimmicky strategy. If you're someone that uses teams like these, I'm not going to tell you, like, don't, but, I don't know, I just don't really see the appeal, I guess. Maybe you take, you know, like, more, how do I say this? I guess newer players who don't know what you're going to do with something like that might be taken off guard, and you can set up and win. But this guy's rating as of Monday was 1505. Okay, so with a 1505 rating, you probably win about as much as you lose. And maybe your goal is just to annoy people, or maybe your goal is just to have fun and make yourself laugh a lot. But if your goal is to win, I would say it's better to rely on something more consistent, because that just makes more sense. Then, rather than trying to play to gimmicks and hope that a strategy like this gets you the win, you know, I just think it's better to build an actual solid, consistent team using something like, I mean, if you want different modes, that's one thing. If you want to try a weather team out, you want to try a trick room team out, a tailwind team, whatever, like, that's one thing. It's another thing to literally just use 4 Pokemon who are just taunt bait, and hope that you can pull out a win. If I had 2 taunt users, which actually at one point I did, this match could have gone a lot differently. If I would have shut the Carbink down from turn 1, if I had just doubled into it, that would have changed the game. I mean, there's so many other ways I could have won this, so the fact that I almost lost is actually kind of annoying. And the fact that I had to play to the timer in order to win just kind of frustrates me, because when I hop on the battle spot, like, I'm not expecting to spend 30 minutes on one battle. You're not worth that much of my time, and I just, I would much rather play 2 or 3 matches in that time. And even if I lose all 3 of them, at least I got more practice in. This doesn't help you really prepare for any kind of tournament, because hopefully you're not going to see anything like that in a 15-minute battle format setting. So, I don't know. That's just my thoughts on that. Like I said, if that's something you want to try out every now and then, like, that's one thing. But, I don't know, save that stuff for, like, Pokemon Showdown or something, in my opinion. Like I said, just an opinion, whatever. At the end of the day, if somebody knows what they're doing, they're still going to be able to beat you. I still managed to pull out the win. So, I don't know, that's about all there is to it. Like I said, this guy did battle Alex Agloza the other day, and actually I think he beat him. He was running a Charizard X team at the time, so he is someone, I guess, or she, I don't know, it's hard to tell with a name like Pam G, if this is like a chick playing with like a boy avatar. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to assume he. So anyway, he does know how to run a decent team. So I will give him that. It's not like he only relies on these like gimmicks or strategies or whatever. But it was just really annoying, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this very, very strange battle. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I just got a few more battles in today that are a lot less weird, so I guess I'll be uploading those later, probably tomorrow or the next day, by Friday probably. And so just stay tuned for that, for the next episode of Doubles Domination. And as always, have a good one, guys.